It's 1 in the afternoon. I spent the morning working on last week's vlog and uploading it, but also just working on my group project, which was supposed to be due today at 5 p.m. but it got pushed to Wednesday at 5. So yeah, anyway, I was working on my portion, and then my group and I will discuss it on Monday and Tuesday and finalize it and upload it. So right now though, I'm about to go grocery shopping to get my food for the week. Just finished eating dinner. I made a veggie chili and ate it over some rice. Just got some microwavable rice because I was feeling lazy. So I made that. I made a huge batch so that I can eat it for the rest of the week as well. And I also got some like potatoes, cereal, hummus, just some other things to eat this week. So right now I'm just gonna plan out everything that I need to get done in terms of schoolwork this week. Like see which readings I need to get ahead of, and work a little bit more on my group project. And I'm actually gonna go meet up with Mackenzie again to get some pinkberry. Hello, I'm about to head to my morning class. Just wanted to quickly show you what I made for lunch. So here, oops, okay, excuse my messy desk. Here I made some like seasoned potatoes for breakfast. It's similar to what I made for breakfast in my marathon vlog the day before the marathon. So I'll just link that below and you can see. So I ate some of that with some hummus, and then I packed the other half of it in this Tupperware. And then I put some of the chili, some of the veggie chili that I made yesterday from that big batch on top of the potatoes. And then for a snack, I just put some hummus and I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. Just some hummus with pita bread. So that'll be my snack. So there's how you save money on eating while being a student in London. It's later in the evening now. I just got back from dinner with one of my flatmates. We went to Chipotle. Took advantage of that student buy one get one free deal for the month of October. In the morning I have a like career consultation appointment, so right now I'm just gonna be working on my CV, which when I got here and like the careers team was talking about, you know, submitting your CVs to companies to apply to jobs, I was kind of confused because from my understanding, a resume and a CV are two different things in the US, and you don't really use CVs in the US, I feel, at least not in my experience. So I was really curious what, you know, why they prefer CVs over here. But I learned today that basically when they say CV here, they mean resume. Like as in the US, you know, idea of what a resume is. So it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing is they really are big on putting your grades on your resume or your CV, like what your GPA or what the equivalent of GPA is here. So that's something that's a little bit different. But anyway, just gonna be working on that. I'm pretty much all better now, but there's just still a little bit of congestion here and there. Morning, I just finished eating breakfast. I had some cereal with oat milk, and then I realized that what I really wanted was potatoes and beans because it's getting cold now, so the cereal just wasn't satisfying. So I had that, and then I packed my lunch, which is some rice with some of that chili on top. So I'm heading off to campus now to have a career counseling appointment, and then gonna work on some stuff with my group project, and then just do some more reading today. Good evening. I had no class today, but I was basically at campus all day. I had my career counseling appointment, excuse me, at like 10:30 in the morning, and then I was just working on my CV, and then I had my group project meeting at 1:30, and we met for a couple hours, and then I did some reading until around 6:30, and then I met up with a friend. She went to college with me, and she's studying in London as well. So we just met up in Shoreditch. Then I came back, ate some chili, and I'm gonna do some more reading now. Good morning, it's about 10 a.m. and I'm just eating my breakfast, which I made a pretty big one because I have class like around lunchtime, so I just didn't think I would have time to eat breakfast and lunch. And again, just like yesterday, I mean, I was gonna eat cereal. It was weird. I was on a cereal kick last week, but this week I'm just not into it. But anyway, so I am eating some leftover chili again, and I had about 5 or 6 small potatoes left over, so I made like a really quick mashed potato thing. And I'm just eating that mixed with the chili now. It was so simple. What I did was I washed and stabbed some holes in the potatoes, and then I microwaved them in a bowl with a plate covering it, and microwaved it for about 5 minutes. And then once that was done, I sort of like half mashed it up with just like by cutting it into smaller pieces and mashing it up with a fork. And then separately in a saucepan or a pot, I sauteed some minced garlic, and then I added those half smashed potatoes into the pot, and then mixed it together. I added some oat milk to give it like a creamier texture, and then I also added some salt and pepper, and that was it. I just mashed it together and it became mashed potatoes. And then for the sake of not making more dishes, I just used that same bowl that I microwaved the potatoes in. I microwaved some of the chili, and then I put the mashed potatoes on top after it was done. So that's what I'm eating now. It looks very random and weird, but I just like to eat this kind of stuff. Going to class now. I've busted out my North Face backpack because I just couldn't fit my laptop and my folder in my other bag. I really feel like I'm back in college. It's almost 11:30 now. I just finished all of my readings for tomorrow's classes, and I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Just got back from Chipotle. I had it after class with my friends, and now I think I'm actually gonna eat a little more. I might make some pasta because I'm going to a swim tryout tonight for the swimming club, and that's gonna be in 2 hours, but I need to leave in about 1 hour just to make sure I get there on time and I can change and everything. It's been many, many years since I swam competitively or did like a proper swim workout, so it'll be interesting. I'm hoping that because I have been running, not so much the past 2 months, but because this year I've been doing a lot of training, I'm hoping that will mean that I can handle today's workout. We'll see. Okay, so something happened with my footage. I hope it's not a memory card issue. I guess I'll find out now. I did film right when I got back from the swim tryouts, but I've had a shower now and everything. But anyway, it was really difficult. I gained a lot of time from my personal bests, which is understandable because it's been about 7 years since I competed or anything, but it wasn't the worst. So we'll see if like how the tryouts actually went. I'm not sure when they're gonna announce the results. Either way, it just felt so good to swim again and to get back in the water. So I'm glad I went today. But I'm just very tired now, and as I said, did I say already? I don't know, I'm really sore. My arms are so sore. So I'm just gonna rest, go to bed now. Happy Friday. I just finished doing some laundry, and now I'm gonna go to my friend's flat, and we're gonna work on our CVs and cover letters and our job applications and everything. So I'm gonna do that, and then later today I'm having a flat dinner or dinner with the people on my floor. So that should be fun. We're gonna have a taco night. So it's quite late now. As you can see, I'm in bed. I almost forgot to end today's part of the vlog. But yeah, my floor mates and I, we had our like taco burrito night dinner, and it was very fun. And we ended up just staying up talking and stuff. Which was nice. It was nice to like spend some time together and get to know each other. This thing that's been occupying my mind today is this video that's going around on the New York Times, which has different Asian Americans talking about experiences that they've had, you know, racist experiences in America. The video is created because this New York Times editor, Michael Luo, wrote an open letter to a woman who had told his family to go back to China, even though they are American. I think it ran on like the first page of the New York Times or something, or on the front, maybe web page, I'm not 100% sure. So he tweeted that out, and then that caused a bunch of responses from other Asian Americans talking about their own experiences that they had, and then some of those things were compiled into a video, which came out today, I think. It's interesting for me, being Asian American here in London. I think one of the things that most, if not all, Asian Americans feel is feeling like the other, because it just feels like it's harder to be accepted as American when you are Asian. And I think it applies to other people of color as well, but it definitely is very strong in the Asian American community. I always feel wary about complaining about racist encounters as an Asian because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, in general, my personal experiences have not been violent or, you know, totally malicious, whereas other people of color, I could say, have had much worse experiences. But I think the important thing to understand is that discrimination and stereotyping, you know, regardless of the scale, it's still not okay. And I think it's okay to be upset, you know, even if somebody else might, I guess you could say, have it worse. It doesn't mean that those other experiences are invalidated. It just means that, yeah, like, I don't like how this makes me feel. I don't know if I'm making any sense because I haven't really thought about what to say, but like, for example, just the other day, this guy said konnichiwa to me while we were passing each other in a stairwell, which, you know, I don't speak Japanese, and also I'm American, I'm Korean American, and English is my first language. And, you know, saying konnichiwa to someone, even if they were Japanese, like, I don't know, it's just kind of rude to assume
that they wouldn't speak English and you can't just say hello to them instead. But you know, you could say that that remark wasn't malicious, it wasn't intended to hurt anybody. You could say that. You could say, you know, it was nonviolent. So it's really easy, I think, as an Asian American to brush those things aside and just kind of grin and bear it and not say anything because there are bigger problems in the world. But I think the reason this video is resonating with a lot of Asian Americans is that it's just a compilation of experiences that so many of us have had, and just seeing them all together and seeing them being talked about by real people like us, it's refreshing, because usually I think we don't talk about it because, like I said, mostly they're not harmful, but there are experiences that, you know, involve violence and involve hate. I don't know if I talked about this already, but that feeling of otherness and not feeling like you can be accepted, you know, as American because of the way you look. It's like something I feel here a lot too, because I don't know, that otherness is kind of heightened here for me, because at least in Los Angeles there is, you know, a large Korean American community that you know, you can feel connected to and share, you know, same experiences and just have some sort of mutual understanding. And you know, there's a lot of Asian Americans for that matter, not just Korean Americans. But here, first of all, Asian here refers to South Asians, which in the States is a little different. When you say Asian in the States, you first think of East Asians and then you think of South Asians. So it's kind of switched here, which makes more sense because, you know, more South Asians will immigrate to the UK. There's the first thing. So Asian, I'm not really Asian here, you could say. And then just like a very concrete example, when I'm filling out a form and there's a section for like race or ethnic origin, I have to select other Asian because there's Asian and there's Chinese, and then I'm not sure what all the other categories are, but the one that fits for me is other Asian. So that's just quite literally, you know, I'm the other Asian. That doesn't quite, you know, fit into anything here, which is something that so many people feel in the States, and I never had to experience that. So it's just a little different. It's a different experience for me. I always feel this need to kind of overcompensate and overemphasize my identity, which it's like a personal problem, I think, because I just always assume that the other person, whoever I'm talking to or meeting, I assume that they're going to assume, you know, certain things about me, that I'm Chinese, or that I don't speak English well, or that I speak it with a strong accent. So I make assumptions about other people, and that causes me to make sure I say, yeah, I'm from California, you know, and not, you know, reveal right away that I'm Korean American, just because I want to make a point, I guess, which I don't know if it's the best approach. And I sometimes do feel like I have this kind of superiority complex, that I'm Asian but I'm American, I was born in America and I speak English and blah blah blah. So that's something that I'm trying to be conscious of, and trying not to just assume that people think of me a certain way. There's just a lot to learn, and I'm still just soaking it all in, and I'm really just rambling right now. If, you know, you want to share anything, whether you're Asian or Asian American or whatever, I would be more than happy to talk and learn together. So comment below if you want to talk about anything related to this. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow. Oh my god. It's Saturday morning, around 7 a.m. and the fire alarm just went off. It just turned off now. But the fire alarm went off because somebody burnt toast. Going back to sleep.
dinner and it's raining. But it's kind of nice. I say that now, but I'm gonna hate it soon probably. We're gonna go eat at this Japanese place.